Hello all you lovely computer scientists. Today we're going to be showing off the strip commands in Python. Now, what these are special commands similar to .remove, but they have a special feature. They only remove from the ends of the string. And we're going to be showing off how the free strip commands work, their small nuances, and their main effective use cases. That's about it. Thank you very much. Okay. So when you are working in Python, there is certain commands which are very useful. Some of these commands, in my opinion, are the strip commands. There is three main ones. Now let's make a simple string. So string equals, and we'll have three spaces. Hello world, and three more spaces. You'll see why we've got the spaces in a minute. Now, why I find strip commands useful is because they allow us to manage strings in a middle point, in a sense. Middle point between complete change and not changing at all. What do I mean by this? Let me show you what they do. So, if we do .strip on the string, as you can see, we didn't input anything, but it removed all of the white space on the side. Now, this can be done with other characters, such as O. As you can see. If you put multiple characters in, it strips multiple characters. So I could put O space and P, and it should still work like before, but if I add some P's, it'll remove them. So what strip will do is it will remove all of any character inputted to the strip command from either end of the thing, and it stops once it reaches a character that is not within the strip command. Now, there are more dynamic versions of this, which are lstrip and rstrip. Now, you might wonder, well, what do those do? It's very simple. Start with rstrip. As you can see, it appears that there's nothing, but if you actually take a look at it, it's missing the space at the end. So I probably should show it in a better way by adding in a character to remove. And as you can see, it is missing the G at the end. If we put a G in a space, both of them are removed. If we put a G, a space, and a D, you'll see it moves more and more, as you can see. So what .rstrip does is it is identical to strip, but it only checks starting from the rightmost side of the string. And there is another equivalent, this being .lstrip, working nearly identical. As you can see, we've lost all the white space on the left side. If we put a H and an E, we've lost those characters from the left side. And so what .lstrip does, very similar to strip and .rstrip, is it will remove all the inputted characters from the brackets from the string, but starting from the left side and stopping once it reaches the first character that is not within the input box for the .lstrip. Now, you might question, why use this over a command like .remove, .replace? Simply, sanitation. So, what do I mean by that? We might have inputs. Let's take a name input. Now, some console things don't have a space at the end of the question. Let's quickly just print it. So what some users do. Yes, what some users do is they'll see this input box and they will think, I need to add a space. So they add a space and then do the input. Now, if you're not using that input for anything, then it's fine. But if you're using the input for something, you might want to, for example, remove said space. And there are other examples. I know some users may put full stops at the end of their inputs, right? Just to demonstrate. As you can see, it's removed space. Some users might put full stops at the end of their inputs to, particularly older users. Newer users, younger users don't tend to put full stops at the end of their inputs. Older users can. So for example, we might have someone, an older person, who would do their inputs like that. Strip can remove it. And the reason why we want to use strip, not remove, for that is for inputs where we don't want to just remove everything. So we'll use the same thing of a name. Right? Same thing with name. Same example of a name. Some people have bigger names. They say Billy Bob, right? The reason why .strip is for her, as opposed to other things like .remove, is because there could be as much white space on the edges, but we wouldn't actually change the bit that we need, as you can see. So strip, lstrip and rstrip are a safer method of string manipulation, because when you're removing less, it decreases the chances that you remove important data. I'm going to give a very simple sanitation method using the name system. Extremely simple sanitation thing when it comes to inputs. User could input the same thing, Billy Bob, right? Like that. Conventionally, an input which systems cannot use because of the spaces and full stop. Not necessarily for names, but if it was something like an integer, then that could not be used at all. But for sanitation, I've got to convert to a string. With the sanitation, I forgot the brackets. Small errors like that. With our sanitation, it becomes a more usable input. Now, it's a bad example to try it with names. A better example would be integers. You might question what I mean. Integers are more likely to be wrong for the user to input. So inputting a string, very hard for it to be wrong. If you're inputting an integer, a float, or a boolean, don't know why you usually would input a boolean, they are much more likely to be wrong. So, what kind of integer could we use? Time. Now, very simple integer system. I'm just going to remove this previous code so that we can get into this faster. Now, integer systems are harder to predict. Why? Because users can input in many different ways. Users can do something. Thank you all very much for watching the video. I do hope you learned something. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. But especially comment, because I love hearing your feedback and learning how you learn, as it helps me make better videos to help everybody learn just a bit more efficiently. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.